So, when you bought your mom a car, why did you buy your mom a car?
So for a really long time, I think as an entrepreneur, you kind of like, you get in these zones for a second and in your head you think, let me just backtrack a little bit. What's up, guys? Okay, so I'm attempting to do something that I've never done before, and I'm trying to do it where I'm get away with it where it's a surprise for my mom. Over the last decade, I've been an entrepreneur and I've done a lot of fantastic things. I've lost a lot, and about 36 months ago, I wasn't in the situation that I'm in now. My credit wasn't good. I wasn't financially where I'm at now as an entrepreneur, and this is the first time, and I've done lots of things for my family. I've done amazing things for my mom and my parents, but this is the first time in the history of me being an entrepreneur where I've been able to be in a position where I can go to any car lot and get any car. So this Christmas, I am surprising my mom with a 2019 Elantra, and I've had to do it behind her back, in secret. I've got my whole family in on it, which is crazy. I have realized that there are people who mean the world to me. I've really even added more balance in my life. Back a decade ago, I didn't have any balance. It was either all or nothing. It was either you're helping me make money and I'm gonna help take care of you, or it was zilch. As I kind of transitioned and learned a lot about myself the last couple years, I decided to spend a lot more time with my family, have a lot more balance. You know, a lot of people they say there's no balance in business. There's a tremendous amount of balance in business. You have to make the time for it though, right? So my balance may be coming here for the next couple of hours and then going back home and spending time with my aunt, or spending time with my cousin, or time with my niece. And I do that for the rest of the day. Maybe I'll get a little bit of work done while I'm in that process. All right, we're on our way. Here's Erica. Look at Mikey. The whole family's in on this, and my mom, I don't think she has. I've now recognized the meaning of entrepreneurship for me, for myself. And I didn't realize what the meaning was. I didn't really realize why I was doing it. I'm finding out now that I am more of a giver and more of a philanthropist, if you will, than I am a capitalist, even though I tell everyone I'm a capitalist. And I think that's what happens when you start to elevate your life. You start to identify different areas of your life that you had not yet known, or yourself that you were not aware of. And so I woke up, and I've been talking to my mom about this for a long time, probably about a year, and I woke up and I looked at her and I looked at the car she was driving, and there's nothing wrong with the car she's driving. And I just looked at my Lexus in the driveway, and I just realized that, like, my mom deserves more. And, shame on me for not recognizing this sooner, because I should have. So about 2 weeks before Christmas, I am like at the bar. I have a couple glasses of wine in. I just come, I think, from Davis having some more sake. And I just literally go, I'm gonna buy my mom a car. That's it. She's getting a car, done. So I go online, I Google what she wanted. She wanted a 2019 Elantra. I kind of subliminally said some things to her before that to see if I was on track with the color and the make and the model of the car. You know, one thing about my mom is that she does for others more than she does for herself. And I knew that January would come and she wouldn't buy herself a new car, and then would come February and March and April and she wouldn't buy herself a new car. And I believe that when someone is like that, and there's a lot of people in life like that, they give, and they never expect to receive. So I knew that she deserved more. I knew that if I didn't do it, she wouldn't do it. And I said, I'm spending money on restaurants that could be her car note. I'm dropping $185 here at a restaurant and $200 here and $85 here. And if you look at my expense report, you realize that all those things add up to multiple car notes, to be quite honest with you. And I said, if I had to cut back, if I even had to cut back temporarily to make sure that my mom was taken care of, I was gonna do it. And I just remember just making I texted the sales guy, John. He's a really great guy. And I remember just thinking, all right, I'm gonna pick up the car. I called my aunt and I said, I'm gonna come to your house. I'm gonna drive down, can you drive my car to Vacaville? We're gonna pick up the car, and then I'm gonna have you drive my car back to your house. I'm gonna drive the new car back to your house. I'm gonna leave the car there, and then I'm gonna have you drive the car on Christmas Eve to my cousin's house where they parked it around the corner. And I said, then I'm gonna pull it up in the driveway and I'm gonna surprise my mom with this car. And that's exactly what happened. And so I got the bow, I'm gonna put it on the front of the car. Let me just pull up now. Gotta do it quietly. Oh my God.
What?
Merry Christmas.
Get out here.
Come here. Come here, baby.
You broke Carol.
You broke her.
Did we break her? You broke
She's
her.
broken.
Come on, let's go take her.
No way.
Yes, this way.
No way. Ever.
That's you. That's you.
Stop.
You can smell the brand new interior. You can smell it. Sabrina, you're next. Heard that, Dan?
So I had it staged where, and it was kind of dark when we ended up bringing the car to her. And I just remember like saying like, Merry Christmas, Mom. And then I couldn't get out the second thing of, I love you, you deserve this. I couldn't get it out because I was so, and even just thinking about it now, it's getting me a little choked up. I was so choked up because of her response. And I think as I've lived, you know, the last over 15 years, you know, wanting to have this moment for my mom, to give her a small piece of appreciation of what she's done for me. And this is the start of so many other things, obviously. The next is gonna be the house, and the next is gonna be the horse, and all these great things. But I think when you look at the struggles and you look at the peaks and valleys really as an entrepreneur and what you have to endure in order to get to a level of what you feel like is success. And some people it's six-figure income, some people it's millions of dollars. But for me to just 36 months ago have a credit score where I couldn't even qualify for a new Lexus. I think when I look at all the peaks and valleys, I understand now why I've had to go through so many highs and so many lows, because it's moments like this where it makes it all worth it. And it is a good reminder as to why in the world would I put myself as an entrepreneur through hell and back? Why would I do that? What is the end angle here? And I realize it's for moments like that. But this is it. This is a reminder as to why I'm an entrepreneur. And you don't have to be an entrepreneur to do amazing things for people that you love. But I've chosen this path. My path of choice is to be an entrepreneur and work my tail off until I reach that level of success that I know that I am destined to reach. And along the way, being able to do things like this for people that I love unconditionally makes it all worth it. And so, why did I buy my mom a car, or how did it happen? It was meant to be, and she deserves it. I couldn't even get the word Merry Christmas out because I was already feeling so emotional about it. Mom, I love you, and this is just the start of something more epic. The house, the horse, everything's next. And Merry Christmas. So I think the point of this video is to remind you that you can have it all. Remind you that whatever you're going through, it's just temporary. And if you keep going and you can continue moving forward, then you will see the light at the end of the tunnel. And it may be a soft, dim light, but it's a light nonetheless. And to also remind you that as you go down the path that so many are unwilling to go down, that you will have to muster up the strength to continue on when the going gets tough. But when you get to a point in your success where you have the ability to give back, I don't care if it's to the homeless, if it's to a nonprofit, if it's to a good cause, if it's to your family, do it. Because that is where I have found to be the most fulfillment of my entire life. And I've been doing this for 15 years, and it wasn't until I got my mom that car and surprised her on Christmas that I realized why I'm actually doing what I'm doing.